Good morning, campers. Welcome to Unity of Calgary, Sans audience. Welcome to everybody at home. Let's start off with something wonderful is happening here. I have come here seeking freedom. I have come here seeking peace. I have come here to go deeper into the truest part of me. And it's here in this place. I can see it on each face. Oh yes, here where we are, I can feel it in my heart. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Something wonderful is happening here in me. Oh, it's real, yes, it's true. It's my spirit shining through. Oh, yes, something wonderful is happening here today. La da da da, la da 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 da, la la da da da. Da 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 da. I have come here to remember who I truly am inside. I've come here to release it. I no longer have to hide. Oh yes, here I can let go. I can let my feelings show. Oh yes, here in this place I can show my spirit's face. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Something wonderful is happening here in me. Oh, it's real, yes, it's true. It's my spirit shining through. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. And the life I once knew, all the things I have been through, now I see, yes, it's clear, every step has led me here. And it's here in this room that I'll find my deepest truth. Oh yes, here I just know that I'll find my spirit's home. Oh yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Something wonderful is happening here in me. Oh, it's real, yes, it's true. It's my spirit shining through. Oh, yes, something wonderful is happening here today. Oh, yes, something wonderful is happening here today. And it's happening here in me. All right, then, let's move along. You're welcome to sing along. This is a song called Grateful, and this is the weekend of all weekends to be grateful. I have my reasons to be sad, my reasons to be sore, but all the reasons that I have don't serve me anymore. 'Cause I can see how anything is a part of everything, and I can see how everything is a part of anything. I am grateful, 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 grateful for it all. I have my reasons to give in and my reasons to give up. Though I've fallen on my path, I'll return my heart to love. 'Cause I know how my beliefs can affect the world I see. And I know how all I see can affect what I believe. But I am grateful, 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 grateful for it all. They say that pain's a part of life, but suffering's a choice. I won't fear and I won't hide. I won't give away my voice. 'Cause I am grateful, 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 grateful for my. Yes, I am grateful, 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 grateful for my life. Grateful, grateful for my life. Grateful, grateful for my life. Welcome, everybody. Here comes the lovely Katie Grinham to begin the service.
Good morning, everyone.
Surprise.
What a joyful time we're having here this morning. Good morning and welcome to Unity of Calgary. It is our great pleasure to be bringing you broadcasts from our, pardon me, our new site at Willow Ridge on this Thanksgiving morning. And I think that's what's really appropriate is to just take a moment to tune in to all the things that we are grateful for in our lives. So what I'm going to ask is that you just get comfortable for a moment. Close your eyes as we kind of tune in. That's it. Tuning in to our own heart, rhythmical beating. And as we come into the stillness, just bring to mind all the things that you are thankful for. For your health, for your strength. And if you are struggling with your health, know that you are loved, that you're surrounded by an energy that is within you and around you to draw upon in every moment of every day. I'm thankful for this time together. And I invite you to open your heart and your mind to receive whatever message, whatever nurturing you need will come through this service this morning. Why not intend it to be so? And so it is. And just a moment of introduction for myself. My name is Katie Grinham. And, there we go. I was not being mic'd. They couldn't hear me. My mic had slid down. There we go. Well, should I start all over again? No, just kidding. All right, now Anthony is going to give me the official techie direction of mic. That's right. Very good. I'm up above. So, my name is Katie Grinham. I'm part of the spiritual leadership team, and it is my great pleasure to be leading you this morning. Let's start with our statement of being, shall we? As it's coming up on the screen there, you'll see, and let us affirm together. We are here as love to celebrate the one power, the one presence in our lives, in this community, and in the universe. And Unity of Calgary is part of a worldwide organization. There are over 900 unities around the world that gather together to bring this important message, the message that we are spiritual beings, each and every one of us. And that as we see each other that way and treat each other that way, what a difference we can make in the world. So let's affirm together the vision. We envision a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And our mission here at Unity of Calgary that we created, let's affirm that together as well. We are a welcoming, vibrant spiritual community that inspires hearts and transforms lives by expressing our divine essence. Imagine that. If we all felt comfortable being ourselves and shared our spiritual gifts, how much richness would this world have? So that's what we're up to here. And if that sounds interesting to you, I hope that you'll join us next week when we meet in person to find out who we are as a community. And we'd really like to get to know you too, because we know the strength of our community is made up of all the different people that gather together in the name of spirit and love. So we have a few announcements of what is coming up. First of all, we want to let you know that there is a coffee Zoom chat after service today. So we would love you to come and get connected with people and share how your week's been and your insights about our speakers. So it's quite a fun time and hope that you'll join us. And next week, October 18th, the big date we've been talking about, it'll be my privilege to be the speaker. And I'm going to be sharing with you a bit about having a strong vision and how that can empower our lives. So I look forward to sharing that with you next week. And in preparation for gathering in person, there are a few things that we need to do. And the biggest one is just like when we did the picnic, we'd like to know if you'll be attending. So we ask that you are going to RSVP to John Burgess. He's our vice president. And so that would be VP at unityofcalgary.org. I think it's coming up on the screen, but I'll say it again. VP at unityofcalgary.org to let us know if you'll be coming. And we ask that you arrive by 10:15 no later, so that we can get you seated. And you're going to be able to sit in whichever grouping is comfortable for you. So if you feel you need to sit on your own, you can do that. If you want to sit with a couple of other people that you're comfortable with, whatever that looks like, we'll be arranging that for you. And if you know that, you could put it on your RSVP. But that morning, we'll be putting it together. And that's why it's important to arrive a little bit early. And just a reminder, as the current bylaw for Calgary is, you'll need to wear a mask as you come into our building when you're using the washroom, etc. But once you're seated, you will be able to take your mask off and enjoy the service. And of course, at the door, we'll have you sign in and hands will be sanitized, all that great things. So, and just a reminder that, each and every one of us is responsible for ourselves. So we encourage you to do whatever it is that you need to do to be comfortable and so you can really enjoy being connected to your spiritual community again. And we're excited to make this happen. All right. So, and if you have questions about that, you can call any member of the board as well. Okay, and also we want to tell you some exciting other things that are happening. For example, our team of who's participating in making things happen at Unity of Calgary is growing. And Danelle PC has stepped forward to look after our newsletter. And she's been doing it for a few weeks. So if you notice how it's getting a little more professional, that is her magic touch. And she will be putting in all kinds of graphics to make our newsletter come alive. And the other thing you might have noticed is that we have a Unity moment in our newsletter now, and that's by our lovely Cecil Wontner. There isn't a person who knows more about Unity these days than Cecil, and so he's writing this. And so I invite you to take the time to really read that on the newsletter. And there's lots of other additional interesting things on the newsletter and the website. We also have a class coming up starting on Tuesday, October 20th. You could take it on all Tuesdays, or I think it's 5 weeks. You can take it on Tuesdays, or you can take it on Saturdays, whichever is better for you. So this is called Metaphysics 1. It's one of our foundational classes at Unity, and it is using the book Heart-Centered Metaphysics. So if you need a copy of that book, reach out to the board. Many of us have those books and would be delighted to lend them to you. And Wendy Carr will be teaching that class, and it will be online. I think the banner is up there, so more information, you can contact anyone to get that. All right, well, that is basically our announcements, and of course, stay connected by the newsletter. So let's have some more music now that it's live. Yay! So please enjoy the song Grateful Heart with Anthony Burbage and the band.
If you can hear my voice now, God, won't you take this song to be a gift of love? I hope you hear me say thank you for the sun, thank you for the stars, for all that you have done, and for all the things you are. You know I have a grateful heart. And if my life is all I've got, now I tell you, God, I'm grateful and in awe of the world around me. Thank you for the sun, thank you for the moon, for all that you have done, and for all that I've been through. May you know this grateful heart's for you. You found me in the night, my life was filled with hope. You reached me with your light, your angels kept me safe. Now I find you in the skies, within the falling rain. You were hidden in all light, in every breath I take. Now that I have seen, I will never be the same. You will have a grateful heart in me. If I should stumble once again, fall in darkness without end, on your grace I will depend. And when I heal, I'll say, thank you for the hurt, thank you for my pain, and thank you for this life. Now it's opened me in ways that made me see a grateful heart in me. Now I see a grateful heart in me.
Such a beautiful song. Thank you, Anthony. I never hear that song that I don't kind of feel some goosebumps. Ah, lovely. Definitely moved us into the mood, isn't it? And now I'd like to call on Tina Thrussell. She's going to read our daily word for us this morning.
Today's daily word, surprise, is Thanksgiving. It's based on the quote from 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances. In everything I give thanks. I give thanks that this is a new day. I will fill it with love, joy, and service. I give thanks for the infinite wisdom that is guiding and directing me in all that I think, do, and say. I seek the spirit of wisdom within, and my path is made clear. I give thanks for my understanding of spiritual truth. I faithfully practice what I know, and my understanding grows and increases. I am grateful for my radiant health, strength, and vitality. I am blessed with prosperity that streams toward me from every direction. I give thanks for my daily work, whatever it might be. I unfold each task with thoughts of love, order, and perfection. I give thanks that I am a channel for blessings, a radiating center of divine love. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Tina. And soon we'll be in person and you can have a turn at reading the daily word. Well, our speaker this morning is our beloved Bob Elwood. Anybody who's been to Unity know what a joyous being Bob is. And we're just so delighted that he's going to be sharing with us this morning about Thanksgiving from a slightly different perspective. Pardon me. He's going to be talking about self-Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to say too much about that because I think Bob is going to take us on quite a little journey. So please give a warm Unity welcome. You can do that from where you are. See, there's our sound crew. You think there aren't people here, but there are. Please welcome Bob Elwood.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Unity community. Happy Thanksgiving. Once a year, we celebrate this time and give thanks for all that we have. How many times in that Thanksgiving have you actually thanked yourself? Who here has looked in the mirror in the past week and said, I love you to yourself? There's 6 of us here, and 1 hand went up. Who here in the past year has looked in the mirror, looked themselves in the eye, and said, I love you? Oh, hey, we got 3, 4 hands going up now. Great. I think it's so important that we love ourselves as much as we love the other. I, for one, growing up, especially in my later years, didn't have a lot of self-love. I had a lot of judgments. I had a lot of programs running in the back of my mind that told me I wasn't good enough, that I didn't deserve all the good that came my way. It made it very hard for me to receive love. And I think that's true for a lot of people. Perhaps it's true for you. If we don't love ourselves, how are we going to be able to receive the love that we get from others? If we don't think we're worthy of love, how can we allow others to love us and take it in? I don't think it's possible. And that's why I want to talk today about self-thanksgiving. To give thanks to ourself as we go through our day so that we are able to receive the love that comes our way. So that we are able to forgive others when they make mistakes because we've learned to forgive ourselves. That we are able to accept ourselves just as we are, warts and all, so that we can accept others just as they are. So that I can forgive myself. You can forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made in order to be able to forgive others the mistakes that they have made in their life. I'm going to give you a little bit of science before I get into this idea of self-love. It comes from Dr. Bruce Lipton and Dr. Joe Dispenza. Perhaps you know them. They've both written several books. They've on the talking circuit, and they have some wonderful things to say about how we are in our lives and why we are the way we are. And a lot of it has to do with our brains and the waves that are in our brains. Did you know that there are 4 different types, actually 5 they've come up with now, different wave frequencies in our brains? The normal frequency that we run on when we're awake and moving through the world is called beta. And that's our conscious state of being. When we're thinking and we're moving through the world and making choices consciously, we are in that beta state. As the brainwaves start to slow down, we get into the next frequency of brainwaves called alpha. This is when we're relaxed. Maybe we're sitting on the beach on a holiday and we're just watching the waves coming into the beach. We're relaxed, we're comfortable, the sun is shining on us, and our brains aren't quite so busy. This is that calm state of being where we're just relaxed and we're not thinking too much. Below that is theta brain waves. Now, theta is that place just before we fall asleep. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. You're lying in bed, or perhaps you're just laying down for a nap, and you are sort of aware as you start to relax that you're still awake, but not really fully conscious, and you're kind of slipping in and out of that dream state. Images might pop into your head, or ideas slowly, not uninvited, just sort of pop in, and you're sort of semi-aware of them. That's the theta state. And finally, there's delta, when we're fast asleep and we're not aware of ourselves anymore, totally unconscious. That's that deep state of sleep, where the body repairs itself and where we're totally, as I said, unconscious of being present in this world. Now, there's most of you are probably familiar with this idea of brain waves and beta and theta and alpha. But are you aware of what kind of state you were in as a child? Did you know that for the first 1.5 to 2 years, you're in delta? That you're basically asleep all the time? That's why babies can just knock themselves out in 2 seconds and they're gone. Because their brain waves are very slow at that age. And they're basically asleep. They're not really conscious of who they are. And then, from 1.5 to 2, up to 6 years old, you're in a theta state. Now, what that means is that your brain waves are still quite slow, and all the input that's coming into you is getting downloaded directly into your subconscious. Wow. Up until the age of 6, everything that you see and hear, all of your actions are getting downloaded into your subconscious mind directly. And it's not until the age of 6 that your brain waves start to increase up until the alpha stage. So they're in a still calm, peaceful place up until almost age 12. Age 12. And it's not until you come into the pubescence that your beta waves start to kick in, that you actually become fully conscious and start making fully conscious choices. Now, this is important to understand if you want to learn about self-forgiveness. It was important to me to learn this because it really helped me understand why I would do things that I didn't really want to do, why I would say things to people that hurt them when I didn't want to do it. And as soon as I said it, or as a child, I used to torture my little sister, and I did some terrible things to her. And after doing them, I felt so bad. But in the moment, I couldn't seem to help myself. I was just reacting and doing things that I didn't really want to do. In Joe Dispenza's book, in many of his videos that I've watched, he wrote a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Breaking the habit of being yourself? What does that mean? Well, he said something there that really struck me. He said that by the age of, they've even done studies on this, don't ask me how, but they have, that by the age of 35, 95% of the choices that you make in your life are based on subconscious programs. Subconscious programs. What does that mean? Sub means below. And consciousness, of course, you know what that is. So subconscious means below conscious awareness. Wow. It means that 95% of the time, I'm doing things without even knowing why I'm doing them because I'm not consciously aware of the reasons that I'm making these choices. Wow. Bruce Lipton, in one of his videos, mentioned that 95% of these subconscious programs that we've downloaded, mostly before the age of 7, are negative in nature. Self-derogatory. Judgments about ourselves. 70% of our subconscious programs negatively impact who we think we are. Once I understood this, I started to realize that maybe it wasn't my fault, the mistakes that I've made in my life.
Maybe when I'm doing things like, for example, torturing my little sister,
maybe it wasn't my fault because I just didn't fully understand what I was doing. I didn't really know exactly why I was making these choices. Once I learned that, I started to understand that maybe it wasn't my fault. Maybe I don't have to blame myself for all the mistakes that I've made in my life. It doesn't mean not taking responsibility. I'm not saying that. Of course, I'm responsible for the choices I make. But if I'm not fully aware of them, then is it really my fault? And can I do something about it? And I realized that yes, I could. And I started to realize that there is a part of me that is good. And I know there is a part of you that is good. A major part of you that is loving and kind. And you know this too. And how do you know it? Because if you've ever actually hurt someone you've loved, did it feel good? Did you go, oh, yes, I really got her that time. I could see how much it hurt her and celebrate that fact? I doubt it. I'll bet you felt bad. I'll bet you regretted it. Often, as soon as you took the action or said those hurtful words, you regretted that choice. I know I did. And I know all of the people in the Unity community that I relate to, I know they're good people. I know that you're a good person. I know that you care because you share that caring each and every week when we were meeting in person. And I encourage you to continue to do that. But in order to truly do that, I think it's very important that you learn to love yourself. That you do actually look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. That you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I know I've made mistakes. And I accept those mistakes. And at the same time, I accept myself for making them. And I know I can do better. And of course you do, right? You do better. You apologize. You say, I'm sorry. When you're doing it to others. But I'm encouraging you to do the same thing for yourself. That when you make a mistake, to go to the mirror and say, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I accept my mistake. I accept myself. I forgive myself. I love myself. And when you're staring yourself in the face in the mirror, honestly look at you right into your eyes and say, I love you. I accept you. I forgive you. And when we're fully forgiving ourselves and loving ourselves and accepting ourselves the way we are, we can look someone else in the eye and we can say the same thing and know that it's true. In order to get a taste of what I'm talking about today, I'm going to take you into a meditation, a self-thanksgiving meditation. So wherever you are, I want you to relax. I want you to come in to this present moment. Anthony is going to sing a song now that'll bring us into the meditation. And when I'm finished, he will repeat it and bring us out of the meditation. So Anthony, if you could please. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Now relax. Take those words in. Feel all the blessings that are in your life right now. The loving family that's around you, your friends, the food in your fridge. Feel that blessing. Experience those gifts coming to you as a blessing. Even the very air that you're breathing right now. What a gift. The gift of life. And now I want you, as you relax more deeply into yourself, pay attention to that breath as it comes in and out of your body. Allow it to come in. And then as you breathe out, allow any stress or discomfort that you're feeling to be released. And I'm going to take you back in time. I want to walk you back through your life. I want you to go back 10 years and imagine all the things that you did that you judged as wrong. All the choices you've made. All the ill words that you've spoken. All the actions that you wish you could take back. And I want you to do just that. Imagine it like a coat that you're wearing. All these mistakes, all these judgments. And I want you to take it off. And imagine an imaginary hook on the wall. And I want you to imagine throwing that coat onto that hook. And then go back another 10 years and do the same thing. Think of all the mistakes you made in those 10 years. And imagine that too as a coat. And take it off and throw it up on that hook on the wall. Don't worry, you can get it back. You can reclaim them if you want, or you can just leave them hanging up on the wall. I want you to go back to when you were a teenager. Ooh, boy, we made some mistakes then, didn't we? Well, imagine that all those mistakes are a coat that you wear. A coat of judgment, blame, shame, guilt. And I want you to take that coat off and throw it up on the hook, up on the wall. Then I want you to go back to when you were your earliest memory as a child. And I want you to reconnect with that child. Reconnect with that innocence. Yes, you were innocent, an innocent child, full of love and life, eager to explore the world. And I want you to take yourself back to when you were just a baby, being held by your mother. Only now it's not your mother holding you. It's you holding yourself, holding your own innocence, holding yourself like a little baby and telling yourself, you are so beautiful. You are so loving. You are so giving. And as you look into the eyes of that baby which is you as an innocent child, and I want you to look into those eyes and say, I love you. I love you with all my heart. And I am here for you. I am here to watch over you, to protect you. I want you to look into those eyes and say, I accept you, sweetheart, just the way you are. I fully accept you as a human being. I know you're going to make mistakes. I know you're going to have regrets. It's okay, sweetie. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to hold you and I'm going to love you. And then I want you to look into those sweet, innocent eyes of the baby that was you one time, long ago, and say, I forgive you. I forgive you for all the mistakes that you're ever going to make. I forgive you completely. Sweetheart, I love you. And I am so grateful to have you in my life. And whenever you have doubts about the choices you've made or are making, whenever you're feeling guilty or ashamed, I ask that you take a moment and reimagine that innocent child that you once were and tell it how much you love it, accept it, and forgive it. Now, Anthony will bring us back.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so
So, as you're having your turkey dinner this weekend and giving thanks for all the beautiful things in your life, don't forget to give that same thanks to yourself.
This next song, it's not a sing-along, but many of you probably know it, so you're welcome to sing along if you know the words. This is Worthy. Oh, I can hear a song within me, and I know that song is a memory of home. I can hear my spirit singing as I give the world my soul's true song. I sing I'm worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my song. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my song. I can feel the life within me, and I know my life was meant to be lived. As I feel the love come through me, I can see that love is my gift to give. 'Cause I'm worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my love. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my love. Go blue wide, let your brightest light shine, so that no one will know what you might have been. You are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy of your life. You are worthy, you are worthy, you are worthy of your life. Sing with me, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy of my life. I am worthy, I am worthy, worthy of my life.
Wow. What a beautiful song to lift us out of that meditation. Bob, that was quite the journey. I really appreciate that kind of deep immersion into this idea of self-love. You know, we talk about it a lot, but how do you do it? And I think that you really gave us some great pointers on how and why it's important to forgive ourselves and to care for ourselves. We need that nurturing every day. So thank you. And I'm going to watch this broadcast again so I can actually jot down some of those ideas about how to really love myself and care for myself. And I hope the others of you out there are going to do the same. All right. Well, now as we have so much to be thankful and grateful for, of course, that brings us to the place of our sharing of our gifts. And we have been sharing our treasure, all of us who are part of this community, because we believe in it. We believe that coming together makes a difference in people's lives, that we are transforming each other by our caring and by the time we spend with each other. And then when we're in good shape, we go out into our families and our friends and our work, and we affect them too. So don't underestimate the power that each and every one of us have to make a loving and peaceful presence and impact in the world. So thank you for your ongoing donations. We appreciate it. As you know, the way that you can do it most easily is to do it by e-transfer at donate@unityofcalgary.org, or next week you can bring it with you. And of course, you can send it by mail. But however you do that, please know that what you're able to share and what you do share is what's keeping us empowered, keeping us functioning and moving forward. So thank you for that. And let's do our abundance affirmation. Let's really remember that as we share, it does make a difference and it empowers our lives. So I invite you to put your hand on your heart and affirm together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we also have our blessing for our children. And now when we say the blessing is for our own inner children, it's going to have more meaning, thanks to Bob. So let's affirm that together. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way you are. Wave of that out to all the children of the world. And we'll take a moment now to bring into our awareness anything that we would like to surrender into prayer. Perhaps you have been thinking and thinking about something, wondering how it's going to work out or what's going to make it better. Prayer. It's a lot of help just to let it go and to surrender it in. And particularly for people that you are also praying for, remember you're holding the highest for them. You don't worry about them. You lift up your mind and see them whole, healthy, vibrant, and alive. So let's take a moment, just bring them to mind. Seeing them whole, healthy, clear, vibrant. Feels so much better, doesn't it? And knowing that if you have prayer requests, that you can turn them into our prayer team by going on our website and entering their name. And you can also do it with worldwide unity on the silent unity prayer. And you see the number there. That is a 24-hour line where you can reach someone at the other end who will hold the highest for you and your concerns. We also at this time hold in love and support other unities across the country. And this month, we're holding Unity Mississauga and Unity of Barrie. And once a month, I go on a cross country call where we connect in and talk about how our ministries are going. And so I just want you to know that this makes a difference, what we're doing here. When we hold them in prayer, they feel us. And so it's an important thing that we do each Sunday. And let's affirm together now our prayer of protection. It is that prayer that affirms our strength, our light, our courage. So together, the light that is God surrounds me. I am one with the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am one with the love. The power that is God protects me. I am one with the power. And the presence that is God watches over me. I am one with the presence. Wherever I am and wherever you are, God is and all is well. And so it is. Wonderful. So let's enjoy another song. This is another song that Anthony wrote. It's called Everything is a Blessing.
I bless the sun, I bless the rain, I bless the joy, I bless the pain, I bless the friend, I bless the foe, I bless it all, because I know that everything is a blessing in my life. Everything is a blessing, even when it's in disguise. I bless the love that draws me near. I bless the thought that's born from fear. I bless the word that hurts me so. I bless it all and let it go. 'Cause everything is a blessing in my life. Oh, everything is a blessing, even when it's in disguise. Because everything in life has a purpose in mind, and its purpose is to lead me home. Yes, all that comes my way for my good and not again, and it's in my life to let me know that everything is a blessing in my life. Everything is a blessing,
sky. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone here this morning, to the band, to the tech team, to the people down in StreamYard in our classroom. Wait till you see this all next week. It's quite spectacular. So we're so delighted to be creating this and practicing up. So next week when you're here, hopefully it'll all go beautifully. Just wanted to let you know that those of you who are not able or ready to come next week, we will still be on broadcast. You'll still see us on Facebook and YouTube. So we will be holding you in our love and our energy. So be sure to join us. And also that if you enjoyed this talk, this service this morning, the music, and particularly Bob's talk, it will be up on Facebook. And you can just, call up your friends and tell them there was a great talk about self-love this week. Be sure to tune in. So you can do that at any time as it'll be on Facebook. And we so look forward to next week when you can join us and let us energetically hold everyone together as we sing, "Let There Be Peace on Earth." Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
God as creator, and we all are we.
Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let this be peace on earth. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin. Be well, everyone. Have a great week. Thank you.